Hey guys, this is my 2015 Dodge Ram 1500. Having some problems recently with the rear end taking a lot of water. If you're having any of these issues, I can help you out with a quick short video because I've had about every single issue you can get. So what I've had is the top end starts drizzling a little bit. The car is just really foggy, so when you get in it in the morning, it just feels like you left the door open all night, and it's just not good. Not to mention wet floor mats. You can probably see there's a little bit of water in there. So I had to replace the brake light, the vents, and clean out the gutters. So the brake light is pretty simple. 2 screws, pops right out. Get it yourself a nice flathead. Take your time and just clean up the spots. As you can see, the gasket has pretty much gone away. You see it's kind of, somewhat good on this side, but it's gone. Just replace it. It's 113 bucks. If you got them, change, just do it. If you don't, they make Amazon replacements and stuff, so just do whatever's good for you. But that's the problem with that. Second problem I had was these cabin air vents. They're really cheaply made and they're just really faulty, so I bought some new ones for about actually $11 per. There's 2, driver and passenger, and I had no flaps, and yeah, that fixed that. It basically had 2 giant holes in the back of my truck. So the way that happens, or the way that you get these installed, is you push these little tabs down. On the older ones, it'll be 3. 1, 2, 3. You push those down, it goes out like this. It's going to be a little tight because you got your bed right here, but it would come out like that, and it's going to drop down through here because it can't go directly down. You have to come to the, if you're looking at it this way, to the left a little bit and straight down. And the way that you install the new ones is you lay on the ground and you just stick it straight up through in the right orientation, and you just get it as close as you can, to the slot to where it wedges itself in there, and then you just come over here, grab it, and you just pull it into place. Make sure that each knot, 1, 2, 3, and 4 are clicked into place. So I did that, and that, and I went through the car wash thinking I was done, just to double check, but my rear window right here started bubbling up, because why not? And so I did some YouTubing, and if you take these little notches out, these are the wire holders for the sliding window. If you take those out, which is just a flathead, you're going to want to pry, this little trim piece back like this. Just be real gentle. It'll pop right out. There's 2 little holes, and I'll throw that up on screen, and you can see there are 2 tiny holes. I made sure mine were good. You just get some compressed air, you'll be good. And then it was still bubbling up, and so I was like, okay, let's go back over here. And then lo and behold, where did it go? This little guy, it just fell apart, was sitting directly in the drain notch, or the rail. So get yourself a tiny little screwdriver like this and just really make sure that you get all the way in there, and then spray some compressed air along the edge. Hopefully I don't have any more problems, because this has been a real pain, and now we're just letting everything dry out. Now that we've got all the trim pieces back together, let's do a bit of a water test. You can see that it's still getting in, unfortunately, but it's bubbling up, and it's running down the track, and it's going outside of the car. There's no water in the overflow. I don't see anything drizzling down. Let's do that one more time. Just really get that window. You see that it's coming in. I'll still have to kind of figure out what's going on, but this is 1,000,000 times better. I call that a success.